Hello, welcome to Jumbula and our tutorial videos. Today we're actually going to be starting with the first video, and I'm going to be showing you how you can access your main account and how you will be able to start a season and create programs under that season. So the first thing to note is you'll be accessing your unique domain. In this case, this is my demo account. What you'll be using is your organization name.jumbula.com. This is what you will create when you're starting your free trial. So the first thing you'll do is click on login. You'll be using the username that you've created and the password that you've created. So now you click on login. As soon as you click login, you're going to be accessing your Jumbula admin dashboard. This is the main place where you're going to have all your tools, as you can see here on the left-hand toolbox. And again, today we're going to go over how you can create a season and how you'll be able to create programs under this new season. The idea of creating seasons is you will have option to create multiple seasons. For example, you can do a summer 2016, fall 2016, spring 2016, and then each season will have its own set of reporting. You will have an overall reporting so you can view all your entire seasons. The first thing you do is click on Add Season. Just as an example, say we're doing spring 2017. And then you can add some text here as a description for your season. This is something that's only visible to you as the admin, not something that your users will see. As a note, once you create a season and your programs, you will be able to go back here and copy an existing season. This will facilitate you not having to recreate basically the entire season. If you have similar programs and classes, then you could just copy a season, go back, make edits to pricing and dates, and go from there. So that'll definitely reduce some work time on your side. So once you click Save, the system will automatically take you to the program page. Here you'll see you have a couple of different options. So you can create a class, you can create a camp, seminar tour, session pack, or tournaments. So basically at this point you're defining what type of program you're creating. Each one will have its own program wizard and will ask you for a couple different questions. So it depends on the structure of the specific program or event that you're creating. So just a sample, I'm going to start with the first one, which is the class. And the program wizard is pretty straightforward. You'll see the main steps here on the top. It will be asking you for basic information, what are schedules and fees, and what are your forms. What I'm going to do now is actually going to go to an existing class, just so I can go over the steps and show you how you create this information. So once you're on the actual program setup page, you'll just start by giving your program a name. Next thing you'll do is define what category this is for. You have a couple of options. You'll be able to choose more than one if you need to. Next, you will select the location. If you need to add an additional location, you just click on Add a New Location, because we understand that you might have more than one place where the class or programs are held at. Next, and this is an optional field, is room assignment. Next is the program description. Here you can add as much content as you want, which will be just a general description of the class you're creating. This is something that is visible on the user side. Another optional is the program instructor. If you do need to add, click Add New Instructor. And the final thing on this page is restrict access to this class with a password. If you do select this box, the system will basically ask you to create a password and the message that will show up under this program. The main use of this is if you do want to block users from being allowed to register to this class, you'd create this restriction. then you can provide this password to the users. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to complete a registration. So in this case, I'm just going to keep that unchecked. Click Save and Continue. Now you're going to be defining your schedules and fees. So again, the first thing, you pick what's the day and the time. So let's say here I'm just going to add one more day, Friday. You have a drop down, or you can also type in. So let's say I'm doing 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Alright, next you're going to select when the program starts and when the program ends. So in this case, I'm just going to modify this. So let's say the program starts August 1st and it goes all the way to November the 30th. Next, you will just pick the registration period. So let's say we're opening registrations on July 25th and going all the way to November 15th. You can also choose, and this is another optional, is a specific open and close time for registrations. If you leave this open, then it'll automatically just start and end at midnight. Next, you can select if you have a specific minimum that you need in order for the class to take course, and if you have a maximum capacity. So let's say in this case you want a minimum of 5 students, and there's a maximum of 20. Then you can select this box to show the remaining spots when it's less than, let's say, 5 students. What this will do is it'll automatically add a small label on the registration page once there's only 5 spots left for this class. So here under tuition options, you will have the availability of creating multiple tuition labels. You could always just choose one, but if you have the need of adding more than one option, you click to add a tuition option. So let's say in this case I'm going to delete this. The system will always ask you and confirm that you want to delete. So you have the price. And you can also, if you are adding individual tuition labels, you can have capacities for each one. This could be a scenario like a class that you're doing, let's say for a beginner level, that's one tuition. Then you might have an advanced level, which is a different tuition. So both you can select capacities for each one individually. If you want to offer early bird discount, you click on this box. You determine until when. So let's say anyone registering up to October 20th gets a discount. So let's say the original price is $1,000 tuition. We're giving them a $100 discount, so the tuition price would be $900. You can also set up a prorated price for late registrations. If you select this box, all you need to do is select when the prorated pricing will start and what's the discount you're providing students each time a session has already passed. So I'm just going to uncheck that. Here you have an option to add any additional extra fees. If you click on add extra charges, we have some predefined like lunch or daycare, or you can add a custom field such as material fees, for example. and just add the price. This information will show up next to your tuition once the person or user is registering for this particular class. And then finally, you have another couple of restrictions. You can do a gender restriction or age and grade restrictions. Finally, click Save and Continue. And this will take you to the final step, which is creating your online forms. You have 3 options here. The first, registration form, which is done automatically online as part of the registration. You can add follow-up forms if you want to. This means that after registration is completed, the confirmation email goes out. That confirmation email will have a link to any follow-up forms that you've sent out. Let's say that you just want to have a medical form or any additional waivers. So just maybe wanting to make the registration online a little bit shorter and having options to send this out. And then finally, any waivers. This will also be part of the online registration. As you can see here on my demo, I have a couple of different templates. So each time that you customize and work on a form, you can save it as an individual template. The way that you will do this is click on Manage Registration Forms. This is the actual active form at this time. Section would be participant information, contact information. This would be the main part of the online form which we need to collect in order to create that profile for the person. From there on, any additional sections, for example, emergency contact information, and any additional that you might want to create can be customized to your specific needs. So let's say that you do want to customize this existing form. Click on Edit the loaded form. And as you can notice, I've already hidden a couple of sections. Let's say in this case, I'll unhide the parent warden information. Now let's say that I click on this plus sign. This will let you add a new question to that section. You have a couple of different options. You can do a text box, you can do a drop box. If you want to collect emails, if you're collecting just a number, if you want to take a signature for that section. So as you see, you'll have a couple different options on how you can add these questions to your online form. Once you've completed and edited the online form, you click Save and Continue. The system will ask you if you want to save the changes to the existing form or if you're creating a new template. So this is the final step. Now you click Save and Continue. Just verify that everything is good to go. And you're all done. Once you've created all your different programs under this season, then you'll be able to create, set up deposits and payment plans. You can also set up discounts. You'll be able to set up coupons and promotions. And you can also customize the registration email, which goes out to parents as soon as they're registered, and it also goes out to you as an administrator. We'll have an additional tutorial to go over these individual options. So the final thing I do want to show you is once you've created your program, you can click on View All Programs. And from within this page, if you go to the last option, which is called Actions, if you click on View, this will open the new page that you've just created as a registration page, which will show you what's the view for the users. So now what you're looking at now is the registration page. As soon as you click on that View button, this is what the parents will see. So all the information that you created with that program wizard is now available on this page. So as you can see, you have the class name, the description, pricing, the map. So all the information comes together here. So thanks again for watching this tutorial. Come back for more. Thank you.